just letting y'all know what's gonna happen next. Well, we're gonna get a divorce. People are gonna be mad nosy, mad happy. And then he just like screaming and just throwing things, throwing up, running all over, and I was so scared.
Here's the thing, when relationships go public, the drama hits a whole different level. Add fame, money, and social media into the mix, and it becomes a spectacle no one can look away from. And right now, all eyes are on Cardi B and Offset as their split spirals into chaos. Let's not sugarcoat it, this is messy. We're talking betrayals, accusations, public feuds, legal threats, and a relationship that seems to be unraveling in real time, all played out on social media for the world to see. But even with all the noise, one thing is clear. Whatever's going on behind closed doors has officially boiled over.
I mean, I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me from my lives or from my stories when I put some certain music or from my own following.
Just days ago, Offset, the Migos rapper known for his flashy lifestyle and headline-grabbing antics, found himself in a situation no one could have predicted. Or maybe some could, given the history. Reports say Offset was apprehended by authorities after Cardi B claimed he'd been making serious threats toward her, and not just the kind you brush off. Allegedly, this man was so distraught over their split that he crossed a line no one should ever cross. And let's be real, when Cardi B talks, people listen. She didn't just vent to her inner circle, she took to Twitter Spaces, her favorite battleground, and spilled everything. And we mean everything. Picture this, Cardi, frustrated and emotional, describing how Offset had been blowing up her phone, leaving messages that weren't just desperate, they were dangerous. According to her, he wasn't just begging to get back together, he was making threats about what he'd do if she didn't. And when she dared to expose these messages to Offset's new girlfriend, yes, there's a new girlfriend in the picture, things only escalated. Cardi claims she sent screenshots of Offset's messages to this woman, hoping for some kind of solidarity or accountability, but instead of support, she got disbelief. The girlfriend allegedly dismissed Cardi's claims, refusing to believe Offset would stoop so low.
I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now. But I have been afraid to
But Cardi wasn't done. She kept going, pulling no punches as she laid out just how far Offset was willing to go to make her life miserable. One of the most shocking revelations she made, Offset allegedly sent explicit videos of their past intimacy to someone Cardi was newly talking to. Let that sink in. This wasn't just a case of a jealous ex throwing shade. This was calculated humiliation. Cardi said it herself. She's tired of the games, tired of the drama, and tired of Offset dragging her through the mud every time she tries to move on. And speaking of moving on, let's talk about Offset's new girlfriend. According to Cardi, this woman has been adding fuel to the fire, playing games of her own. And the kicker? She's allegedly been staying in a house that Cardi paid for. That's right. Cardi claims she confronted this woman directly, warning her to stay out of the home Cardi bought with her hard-earned money. But instead of backing off, the girlfriend reportedly clapped back, telling Cardi she shouldn't care about a house she hasn't been to in years. The audacity, right? And Offset? He's apparently been FaceTiming Cardi with this woman by his side as if to provoke her further.
We need to work on our We need to work on our communication. There's things that he got to work on. There's things that I got to work on.
Now, if you're thinking this all sounds like a bad reality show, just wait. It gets worse. Offset's financial situation has also come under scrutiny. Cardi's the one with the thriving career, the business acumen, the investments. Offset, on the other hand, according to insiders, he's been living beyond his means, blowing through money faster than it comes in. Cardi reportedly cut him off completely, leaving him to fend for himself financially. And let's just say the transition hasn't been smooth. Rumors are swirling that Offset owes money to other rappers and has a gambling problem that's only added to his woes. Without Cardi's backing, some say it's only a matter of time before his lavish lifestyle catches up to him. But Offset's reckless spending isn't just a problem for himself, it's a problem for Cardi too. Sources close to the situation claim that despite their separation, she's still dealing with the fallout of his financial mess. Apparently, Offset has allegedly run up debts in her name, taking advantage of joint accounts and shared credit lines from when they were married. Cardi has reportedly been scrambling to untangle herself from these obligations, working with her legal team to ensure she's not on the hook for his poor decisions. And the worst part? She didn't even know the full extent of the problem until after she filed for divorce, which only added insult to injury.
But I feel at the point of where we at in our relationship, we've been together for 7 years, we've been married for 7 years.
What makes this even more frustrating for Cardi is that she's always been the one planning for the future. Insiders say she's made smart investments in real estate, businesses, and even cryptocurrency, while Offset has been more focused on flashy purchases to maintain his image. Think designer clothes, luxury cars, and extravagant jewelry. And while those things might look good on social media, they don't exactly hold their value. It's a stark contrast to Cardi's approach, and it's clear that the financial imbalance between them has only widened the rift in their relationship. And let's not forget about the ripple effect this has on their kids. Cardi's been open about wanting to provide a stable future for her children, ensuring they have everything they need to thrive. But Offset's financial instability has made that goal harder to achieve. She's reportedly had to step up even more as the primary provider, not just emotionally, but financially. And while Cardi can certainly handle the responsibility, it's clear she's frustrated by the added burden. After all, she didn't sign up to be a single parent and a financial safety net for a grown man who refuses to get his act together.
I don't consider they were back together because the answer of getting back together is not a good night at the club and the night long.
And here's where things take an even darker turn. Cardi revealed that Offset's financial instability isn't just affecting him, it's affecting their family. She claimed that during the holidays, he didn't buy their kids any gifts, despite going out of his way to shower his other kids with presents. For Cardi, this wasn't just a petty move, it was a message, and it's one that didn't sit well with her. Their daughter, Culture, has always been a daddy's girl, and it's heartbreaking to think of her caught in the middle of this mess. What's especially telling is how Offset seems to be using these gestures, or lack thereof, as a way to get under Cardi's skin. Sources say he made a public show of gifting his other kids expensive items, even posting about it on social media, knowing full well how it would look to Cardi and their shared children. It's almost as if he's weaponizing his role as a father to send a message, but in doing so, he's only alienating himself further from the family he claims to want to hold on to. Cardi has reportedly expressed concern about the emotional toll this could take on their kids, particularly Culture, who's old enough to notice the difference in treatment. It's a heartbreaking situation for any parent to navigate, and it highlights just how complex and layered this battle really is.
I feel like we love each other. I love Offset and he loves me. But, you know, we've been together for such a long time.
But let's not forget the root of all this drama, the divorce. Cardi filed for divorce back in August and has been pushing for primary custody of their 3 children ever since. Offset, however, has reportedly been stalling, refusing to sign the papers until they reach an agreement on custody. And while he's been dragging his feet, he's also been dragging Cardi's name through the mud. He's accused her of focusing too much on her personal life and not enough on her music, claimed she's trying to make him look bad, and even suggested she cheated on him during her last pregnancy. Cardi, of course, wasn't about to let those accusations slide. She fired back, telling Offset to stop projecting his insecurities onto her and to, quote, sign the papers today.
A lot of my fans be badging me and be dragging me.
And yet, for all the accusations and counter-accusations, one thing remains painfully clear. This isn't just a messy breakup, it's a toxic cycle that's spiraling out of control. Offset's alleged threats have raised serious concerns about Cardi's safety, and it's no wonder she's reportedly turned to law enforcement for help. The question now is, will Offset face legal consequences for his actions? And more importantly, will Cardi be granted the peace and closure she's been fighting for? As for Offset, the stakes couldn't be higher. Not only is his public image taking a hit, but his actions could also jeopardize his relationship with his children. Cardi's already made it clear she wants primary custody, and with everything that's come to light, her case only seems to be getting stronger. And let's not forget Offset's other children, the ones Cardi reportedly encouraged him to be more involved with. If the rumors about his financial troubles and erratic behavior are true, it's hard to see how he'll be able to maintain those relationships, let alone co-parent effectively with Cardi.
The conversation started very nasty. It started very nasty, very aggressive. I was coming at her and she was coming at me.
At the end of the day, this isn't just about 2 celebrities airing their dirty laundry. It's about the real-life consequences of a relationship gone wrong. Cardi and Offset were once the ultimate hip-hop power couple, but now they're a cautionary tale. A reminder that fame and fortune can't protect you from heartbreak, betrayal, or the fallout of a toxic relationship. So, what do you think? Is Offset's behavior a desperate attempt to hold on to a relationship that's already over, or is there something deeper going on here? And what's next for Cardi as she tries to move on with her life? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, stay tuned for the next one. This story is far from over.